Central Asia is rapidly redefining its economic priorities, balancing traditional industries with new financial instruments, regional connectivity and green development. This week, governments across the region announced major initiatives aimed at attracting investment, expanding transport cooperation and modernizing energy systems. Let's take a closer look in our weekly segment, Central Asia in Focus. My colleague Almir Amirov joins me now. Almir, hello.
Hello, Nurbek. One of the clearest trends this week is that Central Asian countries are simultaneously working on several strategic fronts. Some are shrinking traditional sectors like mining and logistics, while others are pushing financial reforms and renewable energy development. What connects these stories is that the broader effect of increased competitiveness attract foreign capital and secure a stronger position in regional and global markets. Let's begin with Kazakhstan's plans for a major investment in the coal industry. Kazakhstan plans to attract around $1.2 billion in investment into its coal industry in 2026, as the country continues expanding production and export capacity. According to the Ministry of Energy, coal output reached 115 million tons in 2025, up 7% compared to the previous year. About 30 million tons were exported to markets including Russia, Poland, Uzbekistan, Turkey, India, and Malaysia. Officials say coal production is expected to increase to nearly 129 million tons this year. The government is also preparing auctions for coal mining rights at around 10 new deposits as part of efforts to boost geological exploration and attract investors. Kazakhstan currently ranks 10th in the world in coal reserves, with estimated resources sufficient for more than 300 years. While Kazakhstan is investing heavily in traditional industries like coal mining, countries across the region are also focusing on something equally critical for economic growth: transport connectivity. TRISECA member states have signed a unified transit permit agreement. The signing ceremony took place during the 18th meeting of the Intergovernmental Commission and focused on advancing the Europe-Caucasus-Asia transport corridor and digitalizing transit procedures. During the event, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan signed the TRISECA Unified Transit Permit Agreement. Participants also approved amendments to the technical framework governing the TRISECA multilateral permit. The updated document was signed by representatives of Armenia, Georgia, Moldova, Romania, Turkey, Ukraine, and Kyrgyzstan. The newly adopted measures are expected to streamline transit operation and improve transport connectivity among TRISECA member states. Alongside transport integration, Central Asian governments are also trying to attract larger flows of international capital. Uznev made its debut on the London Stock Exchange as part of Uzbekistan's first ever international IPO. On Monday, trading on both London and Tashkent raised around $603 million. Representatives of the London Stock Exchange described the listing as a landmark moment in the country's entry into the international capital market. Managed by Franklin Templeton, the fund simultaneously listed shares on the Tashkent Stock Exchange through a dual listing structure, bringing Uzbek state-owned assets to international equity markets for the first time. Executives, investors, and Uzbek officials gathered in London for the opening ceremony, presenting the listing as a major step in the country's effort to expand access to global capital markets. But economic transformation in the region is not limited to finance and infrastructure. Energy security is becoming another major priority, especially as governments face rising electricity demand and growing pressure to diversify energy sources. Kyrgyzstan has approved a 5-year plan for the development of green energy and microgeneration through 2030. The initiative is designed to expand the use of renewable energy sources across the country, including solar, wind, biogas, and small hydropower projects. The government plans to support households, farmers, and small businesses in producing their own electricity and connecting microgeneration facilities to the national grid. Authorities say the program will help modernize the energy sector, reducing electricity shortages, attract private investment, improve energy efficiency, and lower carbon emissions. Officials also believe the initiative will strengthen the country's energy independence and accelerate Kyrgyzstan's transition toward a more sustainable and environmentally friendly economy. That's all for me now. Nurbek.
Thanks joining us, Almir Amirov, with recent updates in Central Asia.